Welcome to the narrowboat that James built. Hope you're well, thanks for joining me. I can't believe I'm about to do this. I am about to use canal water for something other than navigating on. Now I'll say this from the outset, I have been a cynic of these water filter systems forever. But needs must, the boat goes through a vast amount of water, my tank's quite small, and with technology advancements over the years, water filtration has become very, very popular. And this isn't just water, this is dirty canal water, and I've seen what people chuck in this, so I am kind of reluctant to be doing this, but at the same time, it's vital for the business. I'm sitting out here in the rain to tell you why I've gone for a water filtration system on board my boat. The first reason applies to just narrowboat traders, but the second reason really is for anybody on a boat. As a trader, if I was on a decent 7-day mooring and I ran out of water, I needed to leave the mooring, fill up with water and get back, that could be an entire day's loss of trade, and I might lose my mooring. So as a trader, as a business, it's really important that I can produce water on board, certainly as a caterer, because I do a lot of washing up. The other reason why it's applicable to all boaters is for winter stoppages. If you're moored up somewhere in January and the CRT have got a stoppage on a lock ahead of you, and just beyond that is where the water point is, the other one is 8 miles down that way if there are no other stoppages, that is something you could really kind of do without. And there are more and more winter stoppages now. The list is getting bigger every year, so it's going to get to a point where people are stuck, where there are no water points in between the stoppages. If you can produce your own water on board, that's no longer a problem. The reason I've gone for the off-grid water system as opposed to the water freedom system is twofold as well. The first one is installation. The water freedom system, they install it for you, and bear in mind this involves plumbing, electrics and carpentry possibly, and drilling holes in your bulkhead and stuff. I just wanted to do that myself. It's all things I can do. Granted, there are people that can't, and therefore the water freedom system is perfect for that. The other reason why I wanted the off-grid is because of price. It's basically half the price of the basic water freedom system. So all in all, this comes to about 1,800. The water freedom system starts at about 4 grand, which includes installation. In this video, I'm going to show you the full installation from unboxing to drinking canal water. So if you want to get an off-grid water system yourself, then follow this. You'll know exactly how the system works and how I've installed it on my boat. This is the first stage of the 3-stage system. As you see, it comes with absolutely everything you need to plumb it in and to fire it up with the electric. You'll see here it comes with 6 main filters and the all-important LED UV filter. It's got an integral water pump, so this is a plug and play unit. So far, it's pretty similar to the unit you get from Water Freedom. It's got 6 filters and the UV filter. This is the first stage. Now we move on to stage 2. This is where it starts to differ from Water Freedom, because this is an additional 3 filters. So even if I was to fill up at the water point, everything in the tank goes through this polishing filtration system. So if I'm brushing my teeth or washing my hands in the wash hand basin in the bathroom, this is all being filtered twice through this second stage filter. And this second stage filtration will be plumbed in after my cold water accumulator tank, so a little bit of plumbing is going to be required to filter everything twice. Okay, so these 2 stages so far have taken the water out of the canal and filtered it twice. This is the stage though that makes it potable water, which is safe for drinking, and it comes with it all the required connections. As John Guest connections, it does have a electric pump, but it should be quite a straightforward install here. But this system lives underneath the kitchen sink, so it's powered up, and it comes with a very special tap, which once installed correctly will provide me pure drinking water, and the tap actually illuminates different colors to tell you when the water is safe to drink and when it's being purified and therefore not safe to drink. It's got a few hoses here which I can attach into my plumbing, and the instructions. And this final stage is called the reverse osmosis system, which delivers the highest purity drinking water quality. And it removes all the chlorine, the fluoride, nitrates, heavy metals, viruses, cysts, which sounds gross, bacteria, and hundreds of additional contaminants that's contained in the water. It then remineralizes the water, which improves the taste and gives you some health benefits. And you don't need a separate remineralization cartridge. It's all contained in this one unit, which, as I said, comes with that really nice quality tap, which will provide me with a illuminated indication that I can drink pure water. The water that doesn't meet the standard is then emitted through the back here. It is plumbed into the waste pipe going into the kitchen. So I'm just going to rejig things in my galley. For a lot of narrowboaters, this is all they need, really. It's just this water filtration system on the bow deck to fill their tank so they can have endless showers and washing up. The unit, as you can see, fits quite nicely on the bow deck. It's kind of, the new model has actually a rain cover, but this is IP rated, so it can live outside. But yeah, it doesn't take up a vast amount of room. Move it into position when you want to fill the tank, and then kind of move it out the way when you don't need to. I'm actually going to install mine underneath my bed because I've got the space and I want this out of sight, partly for security reasons, but also because I want to actually use the space for other things. So I don't really want that out on the deck, but certainly for this for testing, let's give it a go. So I've obviously got the strainer going into the canal there, kind of about 6 to 8 inches down, so it's not on the surface, but it's not also at the bottom. There hasn't been any boat moves for hours, so it's all pretty clear. I can see quite clearly like the first few inches of water, so it should be okay. Let's give it turned on, give it a go. Just give it a while to prime. Here we go. Pretty good pressure. For those that are interested, on AC it's taking 140 watts. So it's probably going to have to run for about 40 minutes to fill my tank. Right, it's been running for about 30 minutes. That is so good. Right. That's a full tank of water, and I didn't have to leave my mooring. Right, now let's get it installed under the bed. I'm hoping I've got my calculations correct, because there's a certain limit to what the pump can actually pump in terms of height of water. So you can't have the water level too low or too high. So I'm hoping this is going to be just right. The build quality of this rig is really impressive. It's powder coated and all the wells are filed down. This is really nicely, and it feels really nice in your hands because of it. Right, let's offer it up. I guess it would go in that way. Okay, there's loads of room in here for this to maneuver around and get it positioned properly. I'm going to position it in a tray so it catches any drips or leaks it might have, and I'll mount the tray in position so this can't move around if the boat's navigating. Okay, I've got myself a tray to catch any drips and a power source under the bed. Now what I need to do is start the connections for this. I need to cut away a bit of the tray so I can put the connections on those in and out feeds. I've taken the rig and the tray out so I can make 2 holes going from kind of there into the cupboard, and eventually they'll go outside, and this is for the 2 hoses, so the in and out. Well, that's good. I've managed to go through with a couple of bits of conduit as well to protect the hose. Now I can put the hose through. Okay, now I can put the ends on. Oh yes. Next up on the install, I need to get these in and out feeds going through that bulkhead. And this is what I wanted, just two nice water outlets on the bulkhead wall. Okay, I need to trim them now inside the wardrobe. There we go, that's a decent connection. Okay, here's my hose setup on the outside of the boat. This one here with the filter at the end, with the strainer. There we go, that. In you go, boy. There we go. She goes into the canal. Yummy. And this one here goes into my water tank. But for this purpose, I'm just going to put her back into the canal. So I'll go into the boat, turn it on, and hopefully water will start pumping out of there, looking better than it does coming in from there. Okay, power on. Let's see, it takes a while for it obviously to prime and fill up, and here she comes. Look at that. Look at that. That's a decent pressure. That's a very good pressure. Oh, I can clean my deck. Oh, look at this. Fantastic. Alrighty, happy days. The first part of the install has taken place and stage 1 filtration is installed and working. Right, let's move on to stage 2. This set of filters here, which is going to filter everything that comes out the tank, needs to be positioned somewhere accessible so I can change the filters periodically, and it needs to be positioned after the cold water accumulator. So there's a space on the wall here for it. I need to drain the system and then attach a hose from there to the in of this, and then from the out of that back into there. Right, the second stage is now all plumbed in, so it's coming off here round that pipe there, that hose, into the in. It's going through these 3 filters here. This one is empty. I'll do it once these 2 have been flushed through, and then it returns back through there into the system, and then it tees off, one to the calorifier to fill that up and one to all the boat services. Now I can turn the pump on and refill the system, check for leaks, and really this should be working. These are the air release valves. So if you, yeah, that's definitely, there's water coming out of that one. So there must be water coming through there, I just can't see it. Let's go check a tap. Okay, we're getting water back through. Alrighty, happy days. The second part of the install is complete and testing and working. Let's move on to stage 3. I've positioned the stage 3 reverse osmosis unit underneath the kitchen sink, and now I need to position the tap. I think I'm going to put it on that side so it's kind of symmetrical with that one. Nice. I've taken the cap off this so I can put the drain pipe going straight into my drain system. This is the drain pipe I need to fix. It comes with some fixings, but my apparatus on the sink doesn't quite allow me to put that on. So I'm going to basically make a hole in my cap here and put that through there and somehow kind of glue it in place. That might actually work. I've just used CA glue on that. Right, let's put that in. Yeah, that's okay. I just need to fix that onto that wall there. Next up though, I need to put this, which is an isolator to go on the tap, and that feeds the water purifier, and I need to put it in there. Okay, the connections have been made. I've turned the water back on. I've just got the feed going into the sink at the moment, so if I turn that isolator and turn it on, there we go. Right, got water coming through. Happy days. Now it's time to make all the connections on the back of the unit. Alrighty, that's done. The kit comes with everything you need. This is well easy. Okay, everything is connected up. Now it's time to turn this on for the first time. I've got it rigged up to an EcoFlow just temporarily. And I've got it hooked up to the AC. I can put this through on 24 volts, which I will do. I'll hardwire it to the system. Okay, moment of truth time. It said it might run dirty and cloudy for a while. That's just the filters getting rid of all the rubbish inside them, I think. Oh, here we go. Right, happy days. And blue means that it's meeting there. You see that TDS, that signals that it's meeting the standard. Happy days. Okay, stage 3 is now installed and working. The water tank is full of Canal water. It's all gone through the second stage, and now it's going to go through the third stage, and I'm going to have a drink. There we go. Look at that, that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's have a drink. Alrighty, here we go. That looks pretty good to me. Right, let's give it a taste. Yeah, fine. I mean, if anything, it's quite tasteless, but it's not like I can taste diesel in it. Wow. That is brilliant. So that's it, my water filtration system is installed, she's all working great. I couldn't be happier. The only visual clues on this boat that I've got, 6 filters under the bed, 3 on that side of the bed, that's 9, plus 2 under the sink, that's 11, and the UV filter, that's 12. The only indication I've got 12 filters on this boat is the tap in the kitchen and the 2 outlets on the front bulkhead well deck, which is so cool. I'm really glad that you just can't see it, it's all out of sight. The other thing I like about the install I've done, and it's not fed directly to the tank, is the fact that I can fill up Rob's boat or someone else's boat if we're stuck somewhere. Obviously it means, yeah, there's money on filters, and I think it's maybe a few £100 a year. It all depends on how you use them, really. You've got to choose your pounds carefully, so you don't want to do it somewhere where you know there's a lot of contaminants or the water is just dirty, and you've got to choose a time of day to do it, like kind of first thing in the morning or really late at night, when all the sediments kind of gone back down after any boat moves or anything. So you just got to be a bit careful to try to elongate the life of these filters, but they're really easy to check, they're really easy to get. All the information is on the Off-Grid website, and it's a really good website. It kind of talks you through the process like he's talking to a 6-year-old. It's absolutely perfect. Yeah, if you follow the link in the description of the video, you can get yourself an Off-Grid water system for yourself. And really, this is it. This is the game changer that this boat really needed. So thank you so much to Off-Grid Water. Thank you for watching. Hope this video was useful. Until next time, take care.